the argument, we're talking about the arguments that don't work, but the argument that does work actually is the argument about colonialism. Because in all of these countries, you're talking about countries that have struggled against colonial oppression. Maybe they faced racial and ethnic oppression as well. They've faced this idea that they've been treated as a secondary civilization by a foreign occupier. And of course, these are all things that is familiar to Ukrainians. The Russians are trying to colonize you. They treat Ukraine as not a real country. Basically, treat Ukrainians as second-class citizens. So when you explain to audiences, and I could just give a practical example. We were in a university in Ghana, in Accra, and there, among others, Oleksiy Haran, a well-known Ukrainian historian, explained in that sense of a historical context that what Russia is trying to do is to recreate an imperialist empire. And of course, Ghana has the pride of being one of the very first countries in Africa to gain its independence, and it guards that independence very fiercely. So when you start to explain those kinds of messages, then actually the students in that audience at this university realize that this is much more complex than just a simplistic idea that Ukraine is a kind of proxy force for Western powers.